She see money all around me. I look like I'm the man. Yeah, but I was down and out like that.
What's going on, everyone? It is your boy Jermaine, aka Mr. Black Gaming, and today, of course, I am playing WARBAND, and today I have a couple of tips and tricks that really will help you. And I got about 5 or 6 good tips and some advice, so check this out. After days and days of doing research, looking it up, and trying to find out information on what these tools are for, I found out once you get, you really don't have to worry about this like when you're a beginner, but always remember, keep your tools. You will get these at the beginning of your game. And I used to think, like, any game like this, well, not any game, but most games like this, you know how you get tools to repair your armor, your weapons, and so on and so on, but that's not the case in this one. Once you get a certain amount of, I guess you can call it prestige, but it's on here, it's called renown. But whatever you do, once you hit a certain level and you're able to buy property in this game, maybe you don't like your maybe you don't like your location. So what these tools do once you use your tools, it allows you to move your fortress or your castle location. So keep your tools, unless you are a noob. Then what I did was, you see how the sale price says 438. That's 438. So what I did to get some quick cash was I sold my first set of tools, because they're usually $200 to $300 no matter where you sell them. So that's a quick way to get some cash. So yeah, but always remember, you will need these tools sooner or later. And number 2, let me show you something. Okay, when you build your character, when you're starting out, see, I'm only level 16, so I'm not really that far into it. But when you build your character, everybody wants to go for, like, health, power, and athletics, attack. But since I can't point them out to you like I want to, I will tell you what skills are, in my opinion, the best to start out with. Number one, you have to keep your speed up, because what your speed does is it helps you move really fast around the map. Because if you're chasing a group of bandits, or if you're following a target, you don't want to lose them. So you need your speed to be as high as you can get it. So that's one. Number 2, keep an eye on your inventory management, because if you have a big enough inventory, when you win battles or whatnot, you can get more stuff to sell to the market. And that's a good way to make another big chunk of change. That's how I made mine. Number 3, you always want to watch your engineering. Is that what it's called? Yeah, engineering. If I were you, I would always at least put one skill into, if you have multiple skill points, which most of the time you only get 1 or 2, is, if I were you, I would put one, if not both points into your engineering, if you don't have something more important at that time to put your skills into. And here's why: because once you become more popular and you get more power and you're working for a lord or a king, whatever you want to call them, they will give you property. And sometimes even when you go to attack like villages, or not villages, but like castles and fortresses, you need you need your engineering, because you need to build stuff to first you need to build stuff to protect your property. Like, I will show you what I mean. This is my property right here, and if you click it, let me show you. Oh, it's gonna make me go over there. Okay, if you click it, what it's gonna say. Hold on, let me get over there real quick. Hopefully I don't get attacked or anything. Okay, look. It says manage this village, right? And what your engineering skill does is it makes it so you can build stuff a whole lot faster, especially if you're trying to build stuff in a rush. So check out what I mean. Okay. It says build a mill, build a manor, build a school, or build a messenger post. If I clicked build a school, it says it's going to take 61 days and 5,850 dinars. And what that, and I just recently leveled up my engineering skill before I shot this video. And beforehand, because I built a watchtower in my village before, and that took 45, it took, I think it said 45 days and a lot more money. But the higher your engineering skill is, the faster things should be built, is what I'm gathering. So, if you're just starting out, you don't have to pour all your points into one or the other, but I'm just saying, make sure you even out your skills, because trust me, it's going to come in a lot handier when you even out your skills. And finally, probably my most, there are so many skills I can go over in this video, but I'm going to shorten it, and I'm going to just try to make it easy. And if you have questions, please comment me and I will help you out. Please comment, please subscribe, and please enjoy. But I will be live streaming this game once in a while, so if I'm streaming and whatnot, you guys can leave me comments. But back to what I was saying. My most important, what I found to be more important for the game that I'm in, I'm not going to speak for everybody else, but another important skill, and I will probably, I'll put it in the top 3 most important skills, and I'm about to explain to you why. Do you see these arrows right here? I, for at least the first like 4 days of me playing this game, did not know what the hell these meant. But I figured it out because I had a mission where I had to go follow a group of bandits. And I didn't know how the hell you follow a group of bandits in this game, because of the simple fact of it's not like you run after them or you hide and you're ducking and they can't see you. These arrows have to do with your tracking skill, and let me show you what I'm talking about. You have a tracking skill. Let me see, where is it? Tracking. Okay, tracking. My tracking is, I believe, 4. And what the tracking skill does is it will tell you how close you are to your, how do I say, your enemy, or whoever you're trying to find. So, the higher you're tracking, the more the arrows tell you. So, like, And the closer you get to your enemy, the less time it will have on the arrows. And let me show you what I'm talking about. These are arrows that I just left. The red ones. See, it says tracks at 1 hour. Party size 60 to 69. Okay. That lets you know. See, so apparently this track right here was made an hour ago by me. So if you go back farther, it'll say the same. It'll say the same. But you notice when you get further down, they start disappearing, or they will start fading. So you will run into missions where you need to have good tracking. And see, now also this says tracks 12 hours ago, party size of 80 to 89, and it also says war party. So that was one of the king's war parties. And why that is handy is if you are following somebody and you need to know how many people they have, so you know if you're going to end up in a hard fight or not, or if you know it's going to be an easy fight, what you can do is you read the tracks so you can be prepared when you're about to run into them. In another example, see, this says 6 hours, party size 10. So that was probably some farmers. But, okay, my point being is make sure you have your tracking on par or at a good level, because you will run into a mission where you have to track. And the easier and the higher your tracking is, the better you have of a chance of finding them easy. Because the mission that I did, it took me almost 3 hours to do it because I didn't know how the tracking worked. Now I do, and I'm trying to help you guys. Now, one more big important thing before I go. Eventually, you will be working, eventually, you can take over stuff and you can be the king, the lord, or whatever they call. But when you first start off, you are going to be working, you are going to want to become to become basically a lord second in command, and here's why. When you become the second in command, or on here they call it a vassal, when you become a vassal, they start, they pay you for it. They pay you weekly for it. So what you want to do is, once you become a vassal, uh, you can make money. They'll give you property, and that that is what you want to do. And what you may be thinking is how to become a vassal. I figured it out a couple days ago, but what you need to do is you need to figure out who you want to who you want to be with. Me, I am with the Kingdom of the Nords right now, and that is where I think I'm gonna stay. But anyways, what you want to do is you want to get get your trust to be a certain level. Once your trust to a king reaches a certain level, and what I mean by trust, I'll show you. I don't know who this chick is, but okay, anyways. Look, you hit R2 and it tells you the relation is 0. If King Ragnar was here, it would tell you my relation with Ragnar is like 20 something. Or I can even show you, hold on. If you go, check this out, check this out. You go over here to reports, it says, let's see, where is it? It says, of course, it says view faction relations right here. And you can see where it says, let's see, Kingdom of the Nords, my relation is 18. That's because I've helped, he is the one that I help out the most. And also you can see how my other relations to other kingdoms are. But anyways, once you reach a certain amount, they start trusting you. You can do missions, bigger missions. Now you're asking, how do you do that? Whenever you talk to anybody, it doesn't matter. I'll try to catch up to him. But anyways, whenever you see, oh, my relation with King Ragnar is 22. But whenever you talk to anyone really, like a village leader, a king, a lord, whatever, whenever you talk to them, they'll mostly give you an option to where it says, do you have any tasks for me? And the more you complete, the more trust they give of you. Or if you come across them and they're in battle and you run in to help them, that helps you with your relation to them too. And once that happens, you can pledge to be a vassal. And what happens is they start paying you weekly by that. And one more thing, and one more important thing, I'm trying to fit everything in, so bear with me. There will be more tips and tricks videos on this game, but here is the most important thing that I've figured out so far. Now, you will not be able to do this for a while because you need a shitload of money. But once you go back, once you're in good standing with the kingdom, and people trust you, if you go down to here, you see how it says visit your weavery. That is my business. I have my own business in this game because you will need businesses, kingdoms, and all kinds of crap because you need to constantly keep your money up. Now, this also pays you bi-weekly, so you need to always keep track of your reports, your businesses, your villages, because it helps you keep money. And what there's a couple of businesses you can choose from. You can have you can basically be a farmer and grow the food, the grains, the olives, that whatever they use. Or you can make weapons, you can make dyes and fabrics and stuff like that. But I chose the wool because wool usually sells pretty good on this game, so that's what I chose. But always keep your money up because you have to pay for your party. You want to see what I'm talking about? Okay, see, right where it says morale, it tells you most everything about your party. It says morale above average, and there's my money. And see, at the bottom how it says weekly cost, that is how much I pay for everybody that I have. So I pay $688 a week for my crew. And so you always want to keep your money up so you can afford the people you have, because the more you upgrade the people you have, the more money they cost. You want to see what I'm talking about? Watch, check this out. I'm gonna go to this crossbowman right here, and it's gonna cost, for me to upgrade him to a sharpshooter, it's gonna cost me 80 dinars. This is not what it's gonna cost for the weekly. This is just what it costs to upgrade him right now. So if I upgrade him, and now he's a sharpshooter. Let me see if I can find them. Sharpshooters, okay. Click sharpshooters. See, now it costs me 26 dinars a week just for the upkeep of my sharpshooters. Everybody else has different prices, but altogether it comes out to 690 dinars a week. So you always want to keep your money above how much you have to pay your crew. Otherwise, they will get upset, people will leave, and that you don't want that to happen. Now, another thing, I know I keep adding them on, but I'm trying to help everybody out. When you add companions to your crew, and I will go over companions probably tomorrow. Leave a like if you want me to go over companions tomorrow. When you add companions to your crew, they're not like the army you have. The companions are like actual characters. You can level them up, you can level their skills up, and whatnot and whatnot. And what happens is, whenever you level up a certain person in your crew's skills, they stack to yours. So keep that in mind. And what I mean by stack to yours is it, okay, for instance, if you have a person, if you, like, for instance, okay, I'm going to say my engineering skill is, let's see, my engineering skill by itself is 5, but somebody else in my crew has an engineering skill of 2. I'm not sure who that is, but one of them has an engineering skill of 2, or 2 people have an engineering skill of 1, so on and so on. But what that means is that is why it says engineer 5 plus 2, because mine is 5, and then I have somebody that has a 2 engineering skills, so that adds to yours. So keep in mind, when you get companions, their skills will stack with yours. I went over a lot, so I'm gonna end it right here, you guys. So please leave a like, comment, leave questions, and I will try to get to you. I will make more videos, and like I said, please leave some likes if you want me to go over companions tomorrow. Also coming tomorrow is the release of Agents of Mayhem, and I will have it on this channel. So please leave a like, subscribe, and hit your boy up. Peace out.
She see money all around me. I look like I'm the man. Yeah, but I was down and out like last week.